and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the SideCats podcast, episode number 4. Today, I will be your host yet again. My name is Jake. Joining me, as usual, is Brandon. Hello, Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
Another week, no guest. I think we're going to be doing a 2-on, 2-off kind of schedule. 2 weeks we'll have a guest, and then 2 weeks it'll be just you and I, Brandon, for, I don't know, whatever reason. It doesn't really matter. We can just kind of go with whatever. It's all for fun anyway.
All right.
There was something I wanted to mention. Now I can't remember what it was. I probably should have wrote it down. I don't know. Usual orders of business. If you do go on to enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, gameplay in the background is some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare Remastered.
Didn't know that game came out yet.
Did not come out yet. Hopefully soon, though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Usual stuff. Let's just jump into it, I suppose. So, for the Xbox games with gold for the month, one of them is Bayonetta, and I've never played Bayonetta before. It just came out for free, and I'm kind of mad I didn't. Like, I'm really enjoying the game.
I've never played one either. I don't
It's
really plan on playing it.
I think you would like it. I really do think you would like it. It's a beat 'em up type game with an amazing art style. Not too heavy story. You could pay attention to the story. You can just play the game.
Right.
And it's just kind of fun. It's not too hard, really. There's some like little tiny puzzles that you have to figure out how to do them. But really, once you get past those, it's pretty easy. You just fight, you combo, and you kind of take it in stride. There's stuff you can unlock to upgrade Bayonetta. Visually, for a game that came out, I think it's 2009. They're going to have to double check that for me. I think it's 2009. The game still looks phenomenal. This was an Xbox 360.
1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
I'll get to 2 in a second.
2009, October 29th.
Thank you. Right before Halloween. That doesn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah. Spooky.
It came out.
What you're describing to me, sorry. It sounds like a game I did play. It was the most recent Devil May Cry. Did you ever play that one?
No, I never played one.
It sounds exactly what you're describing. Where it's just like there's a small upgrade system, not really too big, but like you get like a variety of weapons that you just had to. Do you get like a rank based on how big your combo is?
You get a rank based on each little. They're called verses inside the chapter, and a verse is when you go onto. I just hit keyboard. I just hit a button on my keyboard and made a loud noise. Sorry. Verse is inside the chapter when you go up on a group of enemies and how well you fight against them. Like if you take damage, you lose some points. If you combo well, you gain some points, and you get a rank based on each little verse. And
would I know you can transform in Bayonetta?
The transformations aren't like insane, but yeah, they do happen. Transformation happens when you're doing a combo. Bayonetta will this is as far as I'm into the game. Yeah, she'll change her outfit, and like her outfit kind of becomes like a demon hand, leg, arm, whatever, and it'll kind of like combo. It's just all animation stuff. It's not like game changing stuff. It's all just like animation, visual stuff. But yeah, it came out originally for the 360 and the PlayStation 3, and then got ported later to Steam. I think that was in...
Isn't it on Nintendo systems too?
I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
It got ported to Steam later, and then Bayonetta 2 came out 2 years ago. I think 2 or 3 years ago.
I got you.
Only for the Wii U. So the original Bayonetta, not on any Nintendo, as far as I read, it wasn't on any Nintendo stuff. Then Bayonetta 2 is only on the Wii U.
She got short hair in this one.
Yeah, and apparently people thought Bayonetta 2 was better than the first one. Like, I was reading some of the ratings, and they looked like just a little bit better than the first one.
Huh.
So, I guess as soon as I get... I'm only, I think I'm on, like, chapter 3. But, maybe when I get through this, I'll pick up the one for the Wii U.
Yeah, you have one.
Yeah, I do. Thankfully. I didn't get rid of it yet.
Yet.
I'm thinking about it because I only have left. I only have 4 games for the Switch or for the Wii U. I've gotten rid of a bunch that I'm like never ever gonna play.
Right.
I still have Mario Kart 8, which I don't need now because I have Mario Kart 8D. Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi
D
U.
is for deluxe. Everybody that doesn't.
Yeah, D is for whatever. D is for whatever you want it to be, really. And then the Mario game, which is just like standard Mario for the Wii U.
Right.
And then Smash Brothers Wii U, and then Splatoon 1.
And you don't really need Splatoon anymore, really.
No, I don't, because I'm never gonna go back and play that unless I want to do the campaign, which I probably never will. I'm never gonna play Mario Kart 8 again, and I'm never gonna go back and play Super Mario U.
Yeah, why not? That one seems like
Maybe just for like a joke or something, but I really don't have any reason to play it right now.
Mario, you fucking joke.
Yeah, really. Super Mario U, freaking joke. But anyway, Bayonetta is free. I bring it back. Bayonetta is free. I would recommend it just because it's free. I don't know. Personally, I think you would like it. I really do.
I'll get it. Yeah, no, it seems like it's free, so why the hell not?
Yeah, right. And I heard you don't start out with the hard mode unlocked, but
yeah, that's how a lot of games work. Like
once you do unlock it, I heard it's very hard.
Yeah, like that was like how just calling out a random game like Resident Evil was. You had to beat it on normal to get the Madhouse version, and that's impossible.
I'm just looking at. I have like my dashboard up for Xbox, and I'm just looking at the game hub. It says for the Bayonetta, it literally says from the creative geniuses behind Devil May Cry and Resident Evil.
Oh, there you go.
And Resident Evil. That's pretty ironic. I didn't even recognize that.
Okay, that's why they seem so similar, because they're made by the same fucking people.
It's kind of funny because Bayonetta is in Smash Wii U now as a DLC character.
It's like Nintendo bought her out, right?
Well, I guess they can like lease the rights for it or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And it's funny because her and Sonic are both from Sega. Like Sega owns Bayonetta or whatever.
Right.
Sonic and Bayonetta are 2 of the highest rated characters in Smash. Like they're 2 of the best characters right now. Which is kind of funny. Sega has the best characters. I don't know if anyone's ever like even mentioned that or even thought of that.
No.
I always wondered this in like fighting games and stuff like that. Like, who determines what characters are gonna be the best? Like, there's obviously some characters are obviously better than others. Like the developer is always gonna say each character is equal. It's just you have to be better with some of them or whatever. But it's like who determines like which character is gonna be just a little bit better?
I have no idea. Just picture what Devil May Cry looked like. It's nothing important.
I've seen that before. I've never played it though.
It's really good. The new one, at least, I liked.
Yeah. We'll stick with a sort of Xbox topic. It was that we were talking before we started that new Xbox controller that's coming out. It's like a red that fades to black. If you still have that link.
It's not up currently, but I can go find it.
Yeah, you can send it to me. Yeah, it's a I guess two-tone-ish Xbox One controller, red top, and it kind of like fades to black, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's black on top.
Black on top.
Fades to red, and apparently has a smaller wireless adapter, which I don't exactly know.
Smaller wireless adapter?
That's what it says.
I did hear that Xbox...
They look nice. They have like a glow... No, they don't. I lied. Sorry. They look different.
I think I saw a different one than the one that you just sent me.
Yeah, and then there's this blue one. I don't know what...
Oh, yeah, that blue one's kind of cool. I like the gray one as well.
I'll send you pictures so you can put them in the...
Yeah. Xbox has been killing it with their controllers this generation.
I love them. They're so nice.
I never got an Xbox One custom controller, but I did get an Xbox 360 custom controller. The custom controller industry has literally been like put to shame with Xbox One's service. Like they have their own customizing thing right now.
No, I love it.
And you can make your own custom controller, and they all look so cool when they're actually printed and shipped out. Like even the stock ones that you can buy, like this black and red one, it looks so cool. Like usually I was not really a fan of what's the word I'm looking for? Manufacturer, like Xbox branded controllers. I usually like go into a third party to get a custom controller.
Right.
But like if I'm gonna get a custom one, I'm definitely gonna go with one of the ones Xbox already has.
When I'm reading, you know that black and red one.
Mm-hmm.
It's named the Volcano Shadow.
I see that. Yeah.
It is a good ass name for a controller. Yeah, no, that's pretty dope. Does it say what the engravings mean on the blue controller or no?
I'm looking at that and I can't really figure it out.
Oh,
What is it called? Patrol Tech?
Troll Tech.
Yeah, it says the third design Patrol Tech is $70.
Jeez.
I don't know what those symbols are.
Filed directly. Not found. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, these controllers like nice. Like, and I've always liked the Xbox One controllers ever since I got my first Xbox One, and they just look nicer and just feel really good.
I used the day one controller for like 3 years straight until that kind of started. The D-pad started to go, and then I got one of the Xbox white ones. It was like white, had gold D-pad and like the grips on the back.
Oh, that was the I think the limited edition GameStop one.
I think it was called Lunar something.
Yeah, I think that was the.
You might have looked at it. I think it was called Lunar something. I loved that one. I used that one so much. I think playing so much Overwatch with it is what finally broke it. The in the Xbox One controller, if you take it apart, the RB and the LB, the bumpers. That was my Xbox, if you could hear that. The bumpers are connected by just a plastic piece hidden behind the face of the controller, and my LB had disconnected from that piece. Yep, that was the exact one. So if you look at the bumpers, you can see how there's that piece, there's that black piece in between them, and under that is a piece that connects the two bumpers, and my LB had broken apart from that, and I could just never fix it.
Yeah, no, it says here that it was the GameStop exclusive controller. Yeah. I was almost gonna get one of those, but I think it cost $70 instead of $60.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, the fancy ones are like $65 to $70 usually, and the stock ones are kind of falling to like $50, I think now.
So I just got navy camo. And
yeah,
it was like $40.
I wasn't a fan of the camo ones, but I'm sure they sold a lot of them. Though I'm not gonna act like they didn't.
They were cheap for controllers.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how controllers never usually dip in prices. Like for the majority of when a console's out, controllers will always be usually the exact same price because
they're a necessity.
Yeah, and they're never going to change. Like the Xbox One to the Xbox One S to the Xbox One X, that can all change. The controllers, they're going to be the same each time for the most part.
And you need them to use the system, so they're of course not going to drop in price. Because
it's kind of weird how like seeing controllers and the history of them. Like probably if I had to guess, I don't know if this has been like recorded anywhere. If I had to guess, the most sold controller, like consistently, would have to be the GameCube controller.
That's what I was thinking. It costs $20 to get another one of those still.
What?
GameCube controller.
Do they sell for the $20 edition one? Is that a third party one or?
Yeah, it's third party.
When Nintendo released Smash 4 for the Wii U, the official Nintendo ones were like I think $60 again or something.
What? That's
not including the game.
They should not be more than 10.
That's not. No, it was like no. I think it was reasonable considering how they're just like the originals. They have all the original parts, and they're solid. Like I've used mine a lot, and it still feels like almost brand new. I haven't used it obviously to the extent of like a professional Smash player or something like that, but what was I gonna say? The Joy-Cons are $80
a piece, right?
No. For both, it's $40 a piece. Okay. You can buy them separately.
How much does that Pro controller cost?
I think it's like 80 as well, which is like absurd. Considering I have a Wii U Pro controller right here, that's almost the exact same thing as the Switch Pro controller.
Yeah, $80.
It's so stupid. I got into like a Twitter fight one time with someone over how expensive the Joy-Cons are, and like
70 at Walmart.
what, the Joy-Cons are 70?
No, the Pro controller is 70.
Oh, like that's so overpriced.
Yeah, it is. It's
Like someone was trying to
Nintendo.
someone was trying to say like, oh, the Joy-Cons they advertised the HD Rumble. Do you remember that? The HD Rumble. I'm like, that's just a vibration motor. That's not anything special.
Yeah,
like every controller has vibration motors. Just because they're calling them HD Rumble doesn't mean it's anything good. Like it's just a vibration motor. And,
I like it.
2 of them.
I like it. I got 1-2 Switch. It's pretty cool.
That's the only game justifying the Joy-Cons. That has the IR blaster on the bottom right one. It has the HD Rumble, and that's like the only 2 things.
That's really it.
And it's just for that game. There is not. I can't think of another game that uses the IR blaster except 1-2 Switch.
There isn't.
For one minigame. For one minigame, the eating
that,
one.
Like, no one really plays. Yeah, I know.
It
was like my least favorite game too. I don't know. Probably just because I was bad at it. Oh, dude, a Wii U Pro controller costs $50 still.
That's absurd. I have that thing still. I wonder if it's worth trading that in.
Maybe
To get
when
money.
you're done with it.
I
I don't think you would get anything if you traded it in.
Well, actually, I'm not, because
I can check, but I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I like the PS4 controller.
I haven't
Not as
used
much
one.
as Xbox One.
Oh man, oh my god, this was so annoying when there used to be all the debates about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One when they first came out.
Right.
People tried to argue. I will still fight anyone to the day over this. The Xbox One controller and the Xbox 360 controllers, like
You'll get $12 for that
Xbox controllers consistently have been better than the PlayStation controllers.
Oh,
I do not care what anyone says. Ever.
They're so much better.
Joy-Cons, like analog sticks, should not be vertical.
Side by side.
Yeah, they should not be side by side or horizontal. I mean, they should be on an angle. They should be diagonal from each other. One should be higher than the other.
Yeah, and it just feels a lot better.
It's weird holding a
My
controller.
thumbs cramp up in a PS4 controller sometimes.
It's weird holding a controller with them both down. Like, this is obviously my opinion, but it's weird to have them both down there. I played Battlefield 1 and Battlefront 1 and 2 a lot on there.
Yeah,
Like Battlefront, I keep saying Battlefield. Battlefront 2, I would load up and just play Mos Eisley with all the heroes on. I would play that for hours on end. Like, all the time. I would just load it up, just play as the heroes, everyone was running around with a lightsaber, and I would just play that non-stop.
I don't really recall playing that much, but I just remember going to a friend's house, going to his he had like a movie theater in his basement. Something stupid. He had a huge TV, and I would just play Battlefront 1 on there. It was a really long time ago, though. I was not good.
Those are very old games. It's weird to think how old those are now.
Yeah,
And
no,
how
I wish I could just pick that up and just play it, but I don't have a PlayStation 2 anymore.
Well, here's a segue. With my brand new TV and brand new setup, we could bang that out. Boom.
Yeah.
That's a segue.
What are you segueing?
My new setup, it's finally, like, almost done.
Oh, yeah. What do you need to do? Put your LED lights
I need to
back
get new LEDs, yeah.
And that's it?
I don't know how they... It's weird how they broke. Like, half the strip works on some colors. Like, if I put blue on, the whole strip works, but red, none of it. Like, only half of it works. So, yeah.
The one color you want.
Yes, the one color I want, of course. Yeah, I just need to order a new strip, and then pretty much it's done. I need to hide like a cord or two, but they're kind of out of the way, so it's fine.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, TV's up. TV looks good. My one monitor is still bigger than the other one, so that's kind of weird. down the line. Like this is
I have
further
that
away.
right now. I have
Yeah.
a 24-inch monitor and then a 27-inch, and I need to get another 27-inch.
Yeah, I don't know what my bigger one is. I'll have to look, but what I was trying to do. Here's where I'm gonna be rolling pictures of my new setup. Ready? Here comes one. Ready? Swoop. Here, you see that picture? Wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's so cool.
Here comes another one. Weep. Look at that.
Wow. Look at that computer setup. Wow.
What I had a problem with my last one was trying to control 6 different consoles and being able to plug them in and switch them easily was not happening. Now I have all 6 right here. I pull the cord right over, have enough plugs, enough outlets, and it's just easy to switch between them all. Because when you see like a professional, like, I don't know what you even call it, I guess a professional setup or like a tech review channel, they'll be like, this is my 2017 ultimate gaming setup video, and they have like a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's like, maybe I'd like to play more than just the AAA games. Like, I like going back and playing my GameCube. I like going back and playing my PlayStation 2. And it's like, you'll see them, and they won't even have the consoles plugged in. That's my number one pet peeve. If you go and look, you'll see their Xbox One, PlayStation 4 be like, look at this, nice and clean. And it's not plugged in.
It's like, that's why it's clean, you
They're
idiot.
lying to you, sheeple. Open your eyes. Wake up. Like, I hate that. That's just drives me off the wall. But yeah,
that's pretty dumb.
I'm pretty glad. Pretty glad at how this has come out. I have all my games and accessories on the right, and the consoles on the left. And
Yep. It does look nice. I was there when I helped you build it.
I wish when you had helped me build it, it was done then. But then I had to. Well, originally I was gonna move everything myself. We got the new bookshelf. We went to IKEA to do that. That was a fun trip.
Yeah. Never been to IKEA before.
I brought that home, set that up. I was gonna move my desk. Then the desk didn't fit, so I had to get rid of that, get a new desk. Then I was gonna mount the TV. Got the mount. Got the TV. The mount came with 2. I don't even know what the pieces are called. 2 screws, and they go into like these little plugs. The top plug didn't work, so for like a day, my monitor was my TV was hanging off the wall, like an inch. So gradually, the mount was just slowly falling out of the wall, until my dad, the real MVP, he got like a proper it's like a clip that you put in your ceiling, and you squeeze it and you put it in the wall, and when it gets in the wall, it opens up and holds it, and you just screw that in.
You didn't have one of those?
No, it came with like a piece of crap, so he had to go to work and he had to grab that, and we fixed it the next day. And now, real MVP, it's looking fresh.
That's what I have with my shelves behind me that hold like my comic books. That they would have just fallen out of the wall if I just tried to screw it in, because it's not like the type of wall doesn't hold a screw. You would need to put something in between it to tighten it.
Are you talking about like an L, a bracket? You're talking about like a bracket?
No, it's the plastic piece that you talked about. You screw a screw into it.
Yeah. That's what it came with. And that didn't work.
For me. Well, I guess
for some reason
it's a lot heavier.
For some reason, it just didn't work. I don't know why. I have no idea why. So he got these they're like little like bobby pins that are like metal, and they go in, and when they're in, they like snap open, and they hold the wall, and you screw it into that.
Yeah, no, okay.
So now it's not going anywhere, thankfully.
Yeah, no, that would have been terrible if you just came back home and it was just gone.
On
the floor.
The one day I had to hang it up, it's over my monitors, so I unplugged all my monitors. I moved everything out of the way and put a bunch of blankets and stuff under it. So in case it fell, it just landed on that stuff.
Oh, boy.
It was a pretty nervous night. I would get up and I would look at it. I was like, is it still there? I think it's there. I fall back to sleep.
My setup's not as good as yours. I just have my 50-inch TV to my left, and sometimes I just turn it towards me. And then like my computer's right next to it, so sometimes it looks like I got like one really huge monitor and the rest of it's right. But no, I just have the basic systems. I don't know why I slapped my knee like that. The only old system that I really have is my GameCube.
Yeah, you got your GameCube now.
That's really it, though.
I mean, you gotta work with what you have. I mean, if you're happy with what you have, then there's no reason to complain.
I am. I just wish I didn't give away my PS2. I would have still been playing Kingdom Hearts like every now and again. Dude, actually, like I do have them for the PS3.
It's not the same though.
It's not the same. You're exactly right. It's not the same. And I think I lost it.
Which one?
No, 2.5, I believe.
Didn't you just have that? You had that not too long ago, didn't you?
I had 1.5 and 2.5, and I think I lost one of them. I lost the first one or the second one. Either one.
I think you lost the first one because I remember we were playing the second one day.
Okay. Then
yeah,
I lost.
I remember you told me you lost.
I like the second one anyway.
I was gonna say you lost both of them.
No, but you can't play the first one. You can't play the second one without playing the first one again.
No, you cannot.
You got to play them in order. It's like watching movies.
I'm gonna have to.
You got to keep going in order.
I'm gonna have to line it up so that I finish both of them before the next one comes out, and I'm not burned out on it.
When I beat the second one, I put 24 hours into it.
What was the actual playtime? Did it say? Or do you remember? Like the in-game timer.
24 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to beat it? Like, did you just...
24 hours.
You literally did a 24-hour straight run.
No, not straight. I'm just saying the amount of time that I actually played the game amounted up to 24 hours.
Yeah, I know, but how much did you do? Like, over a week? Over a month?
It was over a week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Some parts are a little bit, like, unbearable. Half of them are really cutscenes. So I feel like if it didn't have cutscenes in it, that it would be... Like,
oh, that's true. Bayonetta is the same way.
Yeah.
Half of it is like these crazy animation kind of fight scene cutscenes, and you kind of jump right into it, and then you'll jump back to a cutscene. It's kind of like a blend.
I kind of like those, but at the same time, they get a little boring if it's not interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the animation in Bayonetta at least keeps it fresh, so you're kind of like intrigued. It's like you're playing Persona.
I love that game right now.
You said that cutscenes are nice.
Yeah, it's literally just straight out of like an anime.
It's like the same thing with
it's hand drawn.
Yeah.
It's like
it's not an anime, but it's like the cutscenes are nice enough that you want to watch it. So it's not like a chore almost.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's nice to look at.
Mhm. How is Persona? You still sticking with that? You almost done it?
Yeah, dude. People are telling me that you put around 100 hours into that game before you actually beat it.
Mhm. I heard that as well.
Oh my god.
What are you at?
I just finished the first part. I put maybe 10 hours into it.
Is it like a drag, or is it like...
It's not a drag. It's fun. Like, if
what's
you're
stopping
into
you from dropping like 90 hours over like the next like 2 weeks?
Playing like PUBG and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've been watching a lot of movies. Like, I don't know. I pick it up like at least like once a day. I play it at least once a day. But it's a lot of story with sometimes like no fighting at all for a little while. So it's alright. I enjoy it though. It's a fun story.
How much? I don't really know. I actually don't know anything about the game, other than like a few basic things. But how much of it is like world traveling or like adventuring? Like how much of it is like cutscene? How much of it is fighting? How much of it is like other stuff?
Walking around is probably around 20% of it. Fighting is around 30% of it, and cutscenes around 50% of it.
Just to bring like Bayonetta back up again for reference, it's literally half and half. It's literally half cutscene, half fighting. And if you want to break this down to like maybe 40-40, and then the other 10% is like going to the shop, buying stuff, and like doing a few little puzzles. But it's pretty much like you're fighting or you're either looking at a cutscene.
Yeah, in this game, you're either fighting, you're either talking to people, or you're either walking around getting medical supplies and new guns and shit.
That's kind of like what kind of like pushes me away from games for some sometimes. Like after you don't play a game for a while, trying to pick it back up be like, oh, man, where was I supposed to be going?
Yeah, that's what this kind of game. If you left it for a little while and came back, you'd be like, what the fuck do
Who
I
am I
need
supposed to
again?
be talking to? Like,
Yeah.
That happens to me with all the time with Pokemon. Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to play Pokemon right now. So I'll put in like Pearl and be like, I got no clue where I'm going, what kind of Pokemon I have, why do I have them. So I'll just restart the game and stop after like 3 badges again and do the same cycle over and over and over again.
Yeah, no. What
happens to me all the time.
What I'm annoyed about in Persona is, it's like a time system. It'll go like daytime, like morning, daytime,
Mm-hmm.
like afternoon, after school, and then evening. And you'll do stuff. You'll like most of the game you're going to school, so you'll get up in the morning, waste all the day away at school,
Right.
and then you come home, and then you have like this buddy with you that's part cat that you hang out with.
I've seen that character before, yeah.
And it's like, oh, you either study or you can go outside and do this stuff. But you need to study to do good on the test so you can continue in the game. But if you don't do that, then you can't. And then you'll fail your test, and then you'll have to stay behind. And all that's bullshit. Luckily, I passed the test because I studied. I didn't do anything else. And sometimes you'll come back from fighting, and it'll be evening, and you'll be like, okay, I don't want my character to go to sleep yet. I want to study. And they'll be like, aren't you tired? Just go to sleep. And then I'm like, no, I want to study first, then go to sleep. And the cat's like, nope, you can't. Just go to sleep.
I don't want to hear anyone rip Sims again. Like, people always rip on Sims like, you're studying in a Sims game when you can be doing that in real life. This sounds just like that.
Yeah.
In JRPG form.
Yeah, no, literally, it's like you have like 5 different groups of like it gives you points. Like if you study, you'll get knowledge. If you like stand up to people, you'll get like I don't know what it is. It's like courage. You'll get shit. Like you'll be able to talk to people easier if you talk to more people and stuff like that. I don't know. It makes you do so many other things, but it makes you balance them at the same time, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I feel like if this was real life, I would be able to study then go to bed. But it's like no.
If this was real life, you wouldn't study at all. That's the reality of it.
I got through high school without studying, so I don't want to hear anything.
I'm done with school. I'm glad that part, well, almost is over. But there's parts of it that I'll miss. Going back to...
I don't miss any of it.
Well, me and you are different people. We had different high school experiences, I feel.
Yeah, no. I got out at 10:30 every day. I didn't do fucking
Some days I wish I did, but...
But Persona is weird because the first boss...
Really?
It's literally... No, like, it's weird, but... the first boss is literally like a pervy teacher that, like, beats his students.
JRPG, huh?
Yeah, he beats his students because he's a volleyball teacher or like a gym teacher. But he loves volleyball, and he spikes kids in the face and like beats them when they don't train hard enough. And I'm like, dude, this is so fucked up. And like he's trying to subdue this 14-year-old girl. I'm like, this is so weird.
That's pretty normal if you ask me.
And then the boss fight is literally you're fighting him, and like he's like throwing girls at you and stuff as like weapons. It's
throwing girls at you.
Yeah, and like spiking volleyballs at you and all this shit. It's so weird. I was like scarred from that. It's so weird. Because it's based on what? Because no, it's not based on anything. But like I'm just saying, like there's 2 worlds. There's the real world, and then there's like this like world of desires. And if someone's desires are so evil that like it'll make its own world, and you would go into that world, and then you have to like beat them up and steal a piece of treasure from them, and then they'll be normal, and then they'll confess and shit, and like be completely different people. It's so weird.
It sounds it. If you ask me, it sounds pretty weird.
And pretty good.
Weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try one day if somehow.
Yeah, if you want to come over and like make a save slot.
Someday I'll come up to that. There was a game. What game did I play recently? That you could make multiple save slots. Oh man, it was like a new game too.
Mine's Persona.
I hadn't seen it in a while. I was like, wow, this game has multiple save slots.
Probably Resident Evil.
No, I didn't play that.
Yes, we did.
Well, I mean, yeah, we played that, but no, it was like on my own. It was like more recent than that. What? Oh, it was Slime Rancher. I just saw that. I was like, why would you need multiple save slots for this game? But
So you can have different farms.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It kind of was weird to me.
I
Not
love
many
that.
games have save slots anymore.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of a fading art. So like
Yeah,
usually
it's
it's
outdated.
just like you either you play it on this account, or you have to make a whole new account to play it on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
Um,
Like Destiny, except there's 3 different character slots.
yeah, you can do
but
different character slots, but that's still like
It's a limit.
yeah, it has to be on that specific class.
I'm
Right?
talking. We're talking about like you could have like 20 different slots with 20 different games going. Yeah.
Like Skyrim.
Yeah. Anything.
Stuff like that.
Not really.
Yeah, true. That's very true. We should one time on the podcast we should have like a what do you want to call it, like a high school episode, or like a I don't even know what to call it, like a memories episode. Maybe before school starts, we can do that and try to write down some of the best memories
Moments of
from
school?
yeah, anything wild that's happened. We'll definitely have to have Chuck back on. Maybe we'll do that before
Yeah,
the
he'll have
Mayweather
stories.
before the Mayweather McGregor fight, because I know
Sure.
me and him have a bunch. There was one. Okay, this is one I just thought of off the top of my head. I'll have there's plenty more, but I'll use this one for now, because we're kind of running down on time. There was one time we were sitting at our lunch table, and this was, I guess, freshman year, so we were on the freshman side of the cafeteria,
Oh
and
my God. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about. All right, go ahead.
no, there's no way you do.
Alright.
It wasn't like a fight or anything. It was me, Chuck, and like a bunch of people that you and I know. Obviously, people of the podcast probably won't. But we had the whole table to people that we knew, and one day, a kid, I guess he was like new to Upper Darby or something, or maybe he like got his lunch switched, because he sat at our table. No one knew who he was, so he sat at our table thinking like, I guess I could just sit here or something. I don't know. So, needless to say, this kid sat there for one day because Chuck decided to, he took out one of those, what are they, cosmic brownies? Right?
Oh
That's what they're called. He took out
Yes.
a cosmic brownie, and he he reached in his school bag and pulled out a whole bag of Reese's Pieces, and he goes, man, I love cosmic brownies. Dumped the Reese's Pieces all in the cosmic brownies and started slamming his head on the Reese's Pieces to smush them in the brownie. Then he started to eat them, and the kid was like freaked out. He never sat there again. I never saw the kid. I don't even remember what he looked like. He never sat there again. It was the funniest kid. This was so unprompted. I didn't even know that he was about to do this. Like, some of the...
What would he say to you? Oh, yo, I'm gonna grab Reese's Pieces and cosmic
I don't
brownie.
know.
I'm gonna slam my head
He
in
gave
them.
me no heads up, nothing. This was all like just.
Were you sitting next to him or across from him?
Me and Chuck sat. I don't even remember what the.
It would have
No,
been weirder if you
no.
sit next to him.
Me and Chuck sat across each other. The kid sat next to me on my right. Yeah, and then our friend. I don't know if I should say his name. One of our friends that me and you know, we play Mario Kart with him.
Right. Oh, okay.
He was on the other side of the kid. We have a whole bunch of stories about him too. We'll have to bring him up in the podcast discussion one time. We have a bunch of stories about him.
We should bring him in the podcast.
I don't know about that. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, he's on the other side of him, and our friend, I think he was asleep at the time. Like every day, he would like put his head down like on his arm on the table, and he was sleeping, and all of a sudden Chuck just starts banging the table with his head slamming the Reese's Pieces on the cosmic brownie.
Oh my god!
It was so funny. That was, I think that I'm almost positive that was freshman year, because that was. Wait.
When you say our high school experiences, can we do some middle school experiences too? Could it just be school experiences? Because I got some good middle school ones.
I guess so. I don't know. Personally, I had fun in middle school, but nothing was like, no stories or experiences were like as crazy as high school, I think.
Yeah, mine were crazier.
What, do you have something off the top of your head in middle school at least?
I wanted to save this for it, but alright, whatever.
You can just use it now, why not?
Middle school, we were in 6th grade. Do you remember that huge girl that was in 6th grade? She got like expelled immediately. Yeah, because at lunch, her and I don't know if I should say his name.
You can say it, I'll send to it.
Alright.
In the lunch line? In the lunch line? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because...
Explain it.
She wanted to sit down at the table or something.
Right.
And he told her no. And she was like, you better get up before I make you get up. And he's like, I'm not afraid of any girls. And she's like, what'd you say? He said, I'm not afraid of any girls. She picked him up, slammed him, and started wailing on the kid.
Didn't he like hit the back of his head or something on the ground?
Yeah, dude, I believe he was bleeding. But the teacher came over to try to. I forgot her name. Did the teacher start
getting smacked too by her?
Yeah, she started getting sucked by her too.
And she like booked it out of the cafeteria too. I remember that. Where were you sitting when that happened? Here's some context for our middle school. That cafeteria was one giant room, and then one like supplementary room. And you were divided up by like what team you're on in the grade.
I was at the table to the entrance to the supplementary cafeteria.
Oh wait.
I was at that.
You sat in the supplemental?
No, I sat outside of it. But I was at that table that sat in front of the door.
Who sat at the table? Did we have the same table?
I think it was, it might have been, because,
say their names, individually, and I can censor them.
What team were you on?
What grade was that?
That's 6th.
Oh, I can't remember.
Discovery, I believe.
Maybe I was. Do you remember who was at the table?
It was me, you, I believe. And, Darius, I believe.
Maybe I can't remember what grades I sat at which tables.
Yeah, no, it's a blur, but I remember that specifically because I remember seeing him get slammed.
I do remember that incident. I do remember sitting where you're describing. I just don't remember.
She got expelled.
That was insane. That was regardless. That was insane. I know exactly what we're talking about. We're off on a tangent now. But that's the same year. You remember, I'll have to censor this too, but you remember...
Yes, he got
okay. Remember when he fell off the back of his seat and what happened with that? Like, it was at the end of lunch one day. I hope none of these kids listen to this. I doubt they will, but, it was at the end of lunch one day, and this kid all of a sudden was, like, screaming or something, and all we see is when we look over, everyone was, like, starting to leave, and he was just on the ground, like off backwards off his seat, and like I think also he hit his head or something, or was like, I think he was dehydrated if I remember correctly.
I don't remember either. I don't remember that.
I just remember he had fallen off his chair backwards.
I remember him always being in the supplementary cafeteria.
Really?
Yeah, I remember him being in there. But I remember when
God. No more name drops, please.
He was trying to karate kick him. Karate kick in the corner.
Oh my god, you said his name again.
I'm just letting you know. When he was in the corner, he's trying to karate kick him. Like, he's trying to kick him, and he's trying to chop him in the throat. And he's just in the corner just getting bombarded by him.
Was this like an actual fight or like?
Yeah, like.
Oh my God! Stop saying his name.
Those two hated each other.
Of course they did.
But they made diss tracks back and forth.
Oh, God. Now everyone's gonna know who we're talking about if they happen to listen to this. Everyone knows what we're talking about.
Good.
They still made whatever. They still made diss tracks all the way through not all the way through high school, but even in high school, I remember.
They got better.
Wait. Were they a part of the same group?
They were for a little bit. Yeah. I remember. They made a song together.
Do you remember the name of that group?
No.
I want to say it. It was called. I'm gonna censor that too.
Okay.
You don't remember that?
No.
Me and Chuck would literally crack up listening to that. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
Because it was obviously so bad. Like,
yeah,
freshmen in high school obviously weren't making anything good. It was just so funny.
So many people that they were taking off in that.
That was a funny time of high school when everyone started making horrible diss tracks.
And putting them up on fucking SoundCloud. And then thinking that they were going to go take off. Be some millionaire rapper. Oh my God. So dumb.
Oh man, there's so many wild
school stories.
Yeah. Can you look up real fast when the MMA or the Mayweather McGregor fight is?
Yeah, I got.
Because now I want to schedule this podcast. Maybe we can have who can we have on? We definitely have Chuck back on. Maybe we'll do a couple people for that one. See how wild it can get. Hey Brandon, we have 2 sponsors this week. Do you know who they are? You don't. I got you. They're good. We have Crunchyroll and Kleenex. Hey Brandon, let me recommend an anime to you, okay?
Okay.
Cool. You ever hear the anime Your Lie in April?
No, I haven't.
Hey, you should watch it.
Why?
But hey, what do you do when it's a sad anime and you start crying because that's anime sad? You're gonna blow that snotty ass nose with your Kleenex, dog. That joint ultra soft and ultra absorbent. Use code blow that John now. Code blow that John now. For a.
How do you spell John?
JAWN?
Okay.
Have you never spelled John before?
No.
That's like a Delco's like word. Have you never spelled that word? Whatever. You can get a whatever % discount, like a 5 or something. I don't know.
Why do you not know?
Use the code blow that John now. Crunchyroll Kleenex. Brandon, thank you for joining me again.
That's for both?
Yeah, that's for both.
Okay.
It's like a sponsored exclusive deal. I don't know. Each tissue has like a Wii or like a waifu on it.
Has Bayonetta
on it.
It has Bayonetta and Diva and and whoever's in Your Lie in April apparently.
Kaori, stuff like that.
Well, nice.
Brandon, thank you for joining me once again.
You're welcome. I love these.
Tune in next week for our little compilation video, and we'll see you back for episode 6 in 2 weeks. Until next time.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Wave bye. Oh my God. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Something just fell.
Oh God.